Michael Jackson is born on August 29, 1958, the son of Catherine and Joe Jackson. He works at a local steel mill, she at a Sears department store. A family friend says they struggle financially.
He was laid off at one time from steel mills. He went and picked potatoes in order to make sure his kids had food on the table.
But Joe has bigger dreams.
Joe Jackson was a musician, had a group called the Falcons. They were in Gary, Indiana, and played local gigs, but really didn't become a big thing. He took a job, he had to work, he had to pay the bills, support his family.
When her older sons show an interest in music, Catherine is supportive.
Mrs. Jackson, Catherine, she kind of pushed him, said, well, Joseph, maybe that'll give him something to do after school, keep them out of trouble.
He really wasn't for it at first until he heard them play, and his wife said, I think the kids have something.
He was shocked at how well Tito played the guitar, and it all fell in line after that.
But even with this new activity to occupy his older sons, Joe Jackson is still concerned that his kids will fall in with the wrong crowd in town.
It was very violent, equivalent to Southside Chicago, and he disciplined them. He'd have them move bricks. He would tell the brothers at the time, when I come back home, I want to steal the bricks other side of the yard to keep them busy, their mind occupied.
He didn't want them to get into drugs or gangs, and it worked. They did not.
Soon, the younger boys want to get in on the act.
Jackie's the oldest, and then comes Tito, and then Jermaine. When they first started playing their instruments and making music, Michael and Marlon were the babies in the family, and they were more interested in their toys than they were in playing music. But they wanted to be part of their brothers, and they kept asking, and one day at a session around the house, Michael started playing the bongos on a Quaker oatmeal box, and they realized he's young, but he's really got something, and so they included him in the group. And since Marlon and Michael were very close in age, Marlon said, me too? And they said, yes, Marlon, you're in the group too. So then we had 5 Jacksons.
Even in a family of talented kids, there's something out of the ordinary about little Michael.
Even as a little kid, he could look at James Brown doing a move one time, and he had sort of this perfect pitch for dancing, and then he could master it and pull it off himself with a little bit of practice by the next day.
So at age 5, he sang Climb Every Mountain in a school talent contest, and